Gotta keep going. Just keep going. Hello, welcome back to Wright Trials and Tribulations. Still up at this hour, reading through the trial record of a certain case. It's the first case my mentor, Misty Fey, had ever handled in a court of law. The horrifying truth that I refuse to accept is holding me hostage here within its pages. Dahlia Hawthorne. What I have read, I don't want to believe. What is written here, this isn't the Dahlia I knew. After falling into evil river, I was somehow miraculously saved. But I ended up catching a cold that seemed to knock me around the world and back. I feel dizzy, my ears are ringing, my throat burns, my head is on fire. But I will recover. I have to recover by this afternoon. I have to meet with the most ill-tempered witness imaginable. But I know that he will be able to help me with him, somehow. Right. Pretty sure you're well enough to be doing this. You still look a little green in the face. Maybe you've already been in the artist week. Actually, my fever has gone down quite a bit. How's your temperature now? Only 102.2 degrees. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I read today's trial record. It was bad, it's worth pretty impressive despite the circumstances. We're not in the clear yet. The main point of contention tomorrow is going to be a murder weapon. Yeah. In the end, the CTC told me not to deliver the deadly blow, which means there must be another sword hiding in the never told me about. Another sword. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. I'll dig up the murder weapon myself. I'll eat my coat. Thanks again, Edgeworth. I'll handle things from here. That's probably for the best. Actually, I was thinking about paying the old precinct a little visit. There's something I want to look into. That is, our client's background, naturally. You mean Iris? I have a feeling that we've met before. All I want is confirmation, one way or the other. And since I probably won't be getting that from you, I'm sorry, Ashworth. I bid you adieu. Take care. Guess I should get moving too. Why? Do you need to be somewhere? Yeah, I've got to get to work on this bridge, pal. I'm rigging something up so we can get across to the other side. That's right. Maya's still stuck over at the inner temple. But don't you worry, pal. As soon as it's all set, you'll be the first to know. Thank you, Gumshoe. No problem, pal. Just try not to give me that cough of yours, okay? Alright, I'm off. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. I promise. But in the meantime, I've got to continue collecting evidence. There's a narrow path going off in a different direction than that. Looks like someone's taking that to heaven or hell. Silence. That thing looks like it's ready to collapse, at least more than it did before. According to the TV, Eagle Mountain is very prone to earthquakes. Which reminds me, if my memory serves me correctly, Edgeworth isn't exactly a fan of earthquakes. Now it really is more of a dusty bridge than a dusky bridge. That kidnapping incident happened here 11 years ago, so maybe it's cursed. Come on, please. It's for art's sake. I swear. There's only one guy I know who could be this persistent and high-strung. I'm talking about the heroine here. The heroine in my book. It'll make you famous. Enough. Fools who foolishly accepts the foolishness of a fool's fool. Wouldn't you agree? Me? Wait a second. I know you. Your reflexes and mine need to shape up. My brain's fried on the sunny side up. You want to grow me over at me? Francine, you can't do that. Even as we speak, Nick's on the brink of death, or so I'm told. Whip a dead horse. Isn't that one of your American sayings? No, it's not right. And I'm not on the brink of anything. Come on, Nick. Tell her, would you? Tell her she needs to model for my new picture book. Grantie's whippity whip print. Before you ask me to model, I wanted to give at least some coherent, semi-coherent testimony. Before that, you'll have to learn how to live a semi-coherent life. I don't care what anyone says. I'm telling the truth. I saw what I saw. She flew. I'm telling you. Whoosh. Just like that dude with the red underwear. I don't think I'm gonna forgive you guys when you come crawling back to apologize. Off he goes. It's amazing how little has changed with you in the past year. And so on, how do you get in Germany all this time? That's right, extending my perfect win record, naturally. Sure, sounds like she hasn't changed it. Has it really been years since we first met? Francisco was born and raised in Europe and became a prosecutor at the age of 13. Her father was the legendary prosecutor, Manfred von Karma. He had a perfect win record for 40 long years, but now he is gone from this world. Don't tell me you still hold a grudge against me because of what happened to your father. Phoenix is right. He will fall before me. This, I promise. But it will be for my sake, not my father's. Are we clear? Yes, Crystal. It is true. In truth, I was shocked. I came back to America with the intention of defeat. Instead, it was my little brother who was leading the defense. Edgeworth. Come to think of it, Edgeworth was pulled into being a prosecutor by Manfred von Karma as well. Miles Edgeworth told me something very interesting. He said this case has a special significance to you. Because it does. And that's precisely why I'm here. Personal involvement will make crushing you into teensy-weensy pieces all the better. It's probably a fever, but she's so openly hostile that it's almost kind of cute. Ow. No smirking. No whipping the sick. That foolish fool doing such a foolish favor for such a foolish fool. Edgeworth. Make no mistake, Phoenix, right? I came here for one thing, and one thing only, to pulverize you. It's not like I thought you were here to bring me some cold killer X. What happened? I went over the whole case file on the flight over. You read the whole thing? Yes, every last word and every last sentence of every last paragraph. All the ridiculous things he did made it a very interesting read. Attempting to cross a burning bridge, did you even consider the dangers? No. The only thought in my mind was, I have to get across. A fool who doesn't think he is more foolish than a fool who foolishly thinks. Gumshoe said he'd let me know once the bridge was repaired. Maya, she's got to be okay. Just know it. Plus, I need to ask her about what really happened in the temple that night. That was one long sigh. Sister Bikini? My. I didn't know you were here. How are you doing? You don't have to pretend to be in a good mood for my sake. I suppose I've made a terrible mess of things, haven't I? I let Mystic Elise die, and there's Iris as well. Mystic Elise. Now that I think about it, there's an acolyte stuck at the inner temple, and that poor little girl has gone missing too. That little girl. You don't mean Pearls, do you? Yes, I'm afraid I do. She hasn't been seen since the morning after the incident. Pearls? She was missing. Why didn't anyone tell me about this? Iris, I must be getting old. I think I've seriously lost faith in myself. Are you talking about your performance at the trial today? You believe me, don't you? I'm not a liar. I would never lie. I know what I saw. I saw Iris pull that sword from Misty Elise's body that night. Yeah, I'm certain of it. At least I was until this morning. I don't see any sight loss, so she must be telling the truth. So why are you so unsure of yourself all of a sudden? You know that artist who testified after me? When I saw that man testify so fervently about something so impossible, I started to wonder if I had acted just like him when I was on the witness stand. I wouldn't take that guy too seriously. He's an artist, but all he draws is trouble and nothing else. If both Bikini and Larry are telling the truth, I can only mean one thing. They both didn't see what they think they saw. Inner Temple. On the night of the incident, you met Iris at the Inner Temple. Is that correct? That's right. I'm sure it was Iris. But Iris claims she was in her room and also cursed. I knew I shouldn't have come back here that night. But because you did, Maya's stuck all by herself at the Inner Temple. I'm so sorry. The drafts in that place are nothing to shake the stick at. Winter is especially bad. I'll bet. The training hall looks like it's about to fall down any second. Eagle Mountain has always been prone to earthquakes, just so you know. Earthquakes. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if the next big one levels the training hall. We've got to get Maya out of there, fast. Still, there's really no need to worry. That area on the other side of Dusty Bridge is isolated like an island. It's like an island? How so? Well, the only thing on that side of the bridge is the Inner Temple. No one lives out there, and it's surrounded on all sides by the river or the forest. I see. So a criminal would be trapped should they choose to flee in that direction. And as long as the bridge is out of commission, he or she will have to stay there. That means Maya could be stuck out there with the murderer, and with no way of escape either. Oh dear, yes, I suppose it does. Please, Gumshoe, get that bridge up faster. Please, Daddy. I'm curious about a few things, if you don't mind answering some questions. Oh, do you need to know my measurements for your investigation or something? No. I wanted to know a little more about the victim, Miss Elise. I'm afraid I don't know her waist size, or her bust size for that matter. No. I'm wondering why she came to stay in a place like this to begin with. I mean, she told us herself that she wasn't here for spiritual training. My. You make it sound like this place is some sort of death mystery, right? Mystic Elise was here to soak up the natural beauty of Eagle Mountain, she must say. There, you did it again, Sister Bikini. I noticed you always refer to Miss Dunn as Mystic Elise. Oh, yes. Now, why is that? After all, she's not here as an acolyte. We address all our visitors as mystic. It makes their experience feel authentic. And anyway, she's older than you. You must respect your elders, you know. How do you know that? How can you say for sure that she's older than you? It seems Miss Elise Downing was no ordinary visitor, after all. And there's Pearls. She was with Miss Diana on the evening of the murder, and now she's vanished. It's all got to be connected somehow. Talk. Pearl. Why did Pearls have to get mixed up in this mess? Please, Mr. Wright, I know you're worried. Try to keep it together. Oh. My head's throbbing so bad, it's killing me. Pearls. She was with Miss Diana on the night of the murder, remember? Yes, but I have a temple to run, you know. I was busy preparing for the training. I didn't see the little darling even once after we finished eating dinner. The murder. It didn't take place right in front of her innocent eyes, did it? According to the detective, she hasn't turned up at her home either. Come on, keep calm. There's one place left where Pearls could be. She just has to be there. Come on, Gumshoe. Tell me you'll be done with the repair soon. I've only seen a layout like this when I saw this really old Japanese movie on TV. Wow, this Hibachi brazier really puts out a lot of heat. Just thinking about how happy we were sitting here eating pot roast and gravy. It's an altar. It looks a bit older, but someone does a good job taking care of it. Speaking of altars... Well, that's the same. Alright. This is where Sister Bikini witnessed the incident. It's hard to imagine she was lying on the stand, so maybe there are some clues that have yet to be found. The main gate's on the other side of that stone wall. The difference in elevation is almost 10 feet. That's how steep the hillside is. And that's also the height the body fell from, according to the autopsy. Is it possible that Miss Deanna was pushed from the top of the wall? Oh. Huh. It's Denham's staff. I definitely remember there being a crystal sphere attached to the staff. I guess Larry eventually found the sphere near the foot of Dusky Bridge, but what was it doing all the way out there? Shichishita. It's there in Mystic Amy's right hand. But it was proven in court today that it wasn't the murder weapon. Given the design, it must have been used for some pretty gruesome things in the past. They get quite a bit of snow up here on Eagle Mountain. Around here, skis aren't just for fun. They're tools for getting around. But the sled, now that's gotta be for Bikini's own personal entertainment. There are a few of these stone lanterns scattered around in this courtyard. Without the city glare to compete with, I imagine they would seem a lot brighter. I guess Sister Bikini must like them now, since Iris can't be here. Hey! What was that jarring, inconsiderably loud yell? So this is where you've been, keeping nice and warm, I see. Detective, have you finished the bridge? Yeah, I did. I told you I'd let you know. Well, then I'll come along with you. Sorry, ma'am. No unauthorized entry. Access is restricted to people involved in the case. What was that? I'm involved. You couldn't get much more involved than me. Well, yeah, but that's not what I meant. It's been a while, Scruffy. It's horrible. Sister, please leave the investigation to me. Well, you certainly seem to have everything under control. I'm on your side. I won't do anything you don't want me to. As you look to pin the guilt of Iris. What are you daydreaming about, Phoenix Wright? Ow! That hurts, you know. Silence. I, Francisco Von Karma, will personally guide you through your investigation. She will follow me. She's not seriously going to follow me around, is she? Huh? Okay. I'd love to know what that thing was used for on the night of the crime. Ha! Still thinking small, I see. Phoenix Wright. Or perhaps not at all. That's why you will never defeat me. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't recall ever losing to you. It's time for us to settle this once and for all with one final showdown. Looks like she mentally blocked out my victories over her from her memory. You can see the main hall from here. I wonder how the head nun is holding up. Oh, wow. Is that an inkling of human kindness I sense? Ow! Do you enjoy causing other people pain with that sharp tongue of yours? It's nothing compared to the pain you cause with that leathery lip of yours. This is one impressive gate. Compared to the grandeur of the main gate of the Von Karma estate, it's but a pet door. It looks really idyllic with all that snow on it, don't you think? All that snow? Don't make me laugh. up just because you think I'll never get to see it for myself. It's a quaint little bell tower. I never would have thought that something this horrible was about to happen when Iris rang the lights out bell that night. The bridge at all? Hazakura Temple doesn't have a single private phone line, and there aren't any houses in the area, so I guess Bikini is the only one who uses this. I really wish I had brought my cell phone with me. Okay, go back across the bridge. Heavenly All first. Looks like no one's here. Larry! Maurice! I was sure he'd be hiding here. Guess I'll try again later. Anything else I can think of? That's all the same here. The roof. The snow is really piled up on the straw roof. It's otherworldly, like something out of a fairy tale. Well, the roof part. The sign says Heavenly Hall. I guess it's pretty fitting if you spend a night in this little freezing shack. You'd probably find yourself at the pearly gates by morning. Huh. That's Dusky Bridge up there. It's amazing how clearly you can see it from so far away. Larry supposedly saw everything through the shack's window. Not much light gets down here, so it must be pitch black at night. But this area was probably illuminated that night because of the burning bridge above. Okay. Oh, the dock here. This is the famous Eagle River. I got to try out its rough rapids the other night. They say it has a really strong current. And they weren't kidding. It's both powerful and fast flowing. I was dead lucky. I mean, lucky not to be dead. That stuff is really ruining the beautiful atmosphere around here. It's so inappropriate. Like Sister Bikini in a bikini. I've got to think of kittens. These steps lead up to the foot of Dusky Bridge. Coming down is a cinch. Going back up doesn't look like a walk in the park. I'm starting to understand why rivers always want to flow downstream, not up. Okay. Inner temple gate. Things have certainly become a lot more hectic than before. They must have commenced with the investigation. Oh, Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick, oh, that voice. There you are. Pearls. Mr. Nick. Mr. Nick. Oh, you were hugged. So you were here ever since that night. I was so lucky. I thought I was going to die. When I woke up in the morning and saw that Dusky Bridge was gone, I realized I was all alone. She was all alone? It must have been very trying for you, little girl. I am Francisco von Karma, the prodigy. There's no need to worry, got it out of here. You're the prosecutor who was so mean to Mr. Maya last year. Well, I don't like you. You're nothing but a little girl without your wit. Mr. Maya didn't do anything wrong. Oh, you were so mean. I'll never forgive you. Looks like Pearl's words are getting under her skin. Ow! Why are you whipping me? I didn't even say anything. You didn't have to. The smile on your lips gave you away. Yeah, Pearls. High five. Anyway, Pearls. Were you with Naya? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Huh? What are you talking about, Pearls? Hey, wait, Pearls. She just ran off. Ow! That was cruel, Phoenix. To make a little girl cry like that is inexcusable. What was that all about? Pearls acting like that. It's giving me the creeps. I guess I better take another look around since I finally got a chance. Especially since something about this place seems different from 2 days ago. Oh. Even see Dusky Bridge from here. It's an unusually long bridge, isn't it? I would say it's about 20 yards. I guess the gorge is too wide to cross with a piece of rope of wire, huh? Therefore, no one has crossed the gorge in either direction since the night of the murder. A simple, yet sound deduction, wouldn't you say, Phoenix Wright? Phoenix Wright, what? And will you stop calling me by my full name like that? Was this once a prosperous port? A port? Yes, that metal hook is a mooring post for boats, you know. Oh, that's an anchor for one of the wires that is used to hold up the bridge. I think the wire that was tied to this one probably snapped when the bridge burned down. I mean, there's no way there was ever a port all the way up here. Don't get smart with me, Phoenix Wright. But I didn't say anything. Look at all the Buddha statues lined up along this path. Phoenix Wright, do you think this is how many siblings the head nun has? Why don't you ask her the next time you see her? You know what? I think I will. And she'll probably slap you for prying into her private affairs. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is also open, almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, let's see what stunning clues concealed in here, shall we? Oh, it's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix Wright. But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Francisco von Karma. I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. Huh. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright, it's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. Okay. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the side. Come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and then simply say whatever? It's got nothing to do with anything. Who told you that? The sign says Inner Temple. I don't know how you're reading it, but it's incomprehensible to me. Actually, I can't read it either. Feigning comprehension isn't a very good habit to have, Phoenix Wright. She looks really happy to have finally caught me on something. This must be the door that leads to the Inner Temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Yeah, you're completely out of shape. I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Training hall. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here training. Yet, it appears she's nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange walk. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving off some strange vibes. Huh. Well, this door. When I was here 2 days ago, that weird walk wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost as if they're guarding something inside that cabin. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I've seen locks and chains just like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during the cycle. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who's actually a woman. I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since the last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll. It's been completely covered in gravy. Ah, yes. There's a very appetizing smell in my air. But gravy is a type of sauce. So when you run out of meat, you Americans use gravy as a substitute. No one does that. For starters, it stinks. This Must be the gravy that we had at the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why the scroll? Whoa. What took you so long? I thought you'd managed to get here faster than this. Mr. Wright? That was my prosecutor going on. I didn't know you were here. How come you didn't show up at the trial today? I could ask you the exact same question. But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you have no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have the measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? He's the wild marriage rate. This is Miss Von Karma. She was the acting prosecutor in your absence today. Well, I guess I owe you one again. But you can go to the process. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is mine. Hey, Philly, shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only going to say this once, but you want whipping bird. Go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, Troy. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Godot today. I'm getting such a strong sense of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? Or is it sorry? Why didn't you show me? You had some important business, and that's why you were in court. So what was it? I told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. Seems right. I've experienced something most have not. You died. Of course, being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organisms. Well, let's just say my medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, that mask you wear, this ugly device, I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn-out piece of junk in the body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, that's right. You should know all about it. You know what my life ended. You ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug at the corner of my memory. I think I do know about how Godot was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, Troy? Can't we? Earlier, you said I'd done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? The inner temple here on the side of Dusty Bridge is an isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Troy, do you know what the police are doing here too? What do you mean? They're searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. My fate is not on this side of the Dusty Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible. She came here that night, and I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are right now. Excluding, of course, one very place. One? Where's that? The sacred cabin, the entrance of which we are standing at right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched the cabin. That cabin. Be aware, though, that the temperature inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chances of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Troy, you set my fate to her death. You fool. If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian. Don't you see the big lock and change? The trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it. Well, trick. Once again, the woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me. And do you know who that was? It was my sister. That's right, Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. Mia Fey. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone. She bit off more than she could chew. She made a very dangerous thing. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy, personally. Sure, his Fey's murderer was caught. But that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at the time. You would know it was. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher. Well, that's easy for nothing. True. You robbed her of her life. Now, her sister suffered the same fate. I haven't sent this Maya to death. No. Triplar. What is this peculiar looking one? Why don't we just break it open? It will be a simple matter. I'm afraid we can't do that. Syria has always been prone to earthquakes. Repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break the lock room. Well, let's just say that the temple and the sacred cavern is a thing of the past. Very well then dare I suggest the obvious solution of opening with the key? Ha! Sure, just show me where the keyhole is on this trick lock. There's no keyhole. That's right, an interesting puzzle. The person who set this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simply, the accused. What? Iris. When Acolyte undergoes training inside the sacred cavern, the attendant sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder was no exception. Maya Fey was the trainer. Sister Key did mention it a number of times, now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here. Iris is the only person who can open this lock. I hope she gets here soon. Hang on in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She's in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You better pray that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth. Listen up, Trey. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Phoenix, Wright. That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. It's an antique dresser. Don't you dare open it, Phoenix, Wright. Now I know how Maya feels when I tell her not to touch things. What a pity. It's full of nothing but old clothes for the acolytes. I thought we weren't opening it. I'm from the prosecutor's office. I can do anything. Yeah, you can do anything. Except stand up to a 9-year-old girl. Oh. Okay, I'll get out of here. I don't know. Should I or shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself. But where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Oh, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Something troubling you, Scruffy. Please don't whip me like that all of a sudden, sir. It was merely a simple greeting, a friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So what's up, Gumshoe? Something on your mind? How do you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide to wash that off or not. How do you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? The one that says no entry on it. kind of already snuck in there. He's trying to be clever or something. So what's behind this? Huh? A kind of garden-like garden? A garden. Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation right now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix, right? Of course. What else would we do? I really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Ooh, a garden. Oh. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. What is that on the strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah, what are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you can't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, Avant Karma will always show up wherever there is a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... the investigation? So how's the Air Temple investigation going? We have the best forensic team in the world working in the place. Forensic team? And what was the outcome of the scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is as clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got here, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding area that's not covered in snow. Correct. They looked kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... it's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About my... did Mr. Wright tell you that? Yes, we heard him. He's got a search party out looking for her. There's nowhere else she could have disappeared to on the site of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get here. Edgeworth. He's escorting others, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait since she is the only one who can open the door to the sacred capital. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what it is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded so down. I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. Ready? What the heck is that? Uh-oh. He spotted it. Oh, are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says, Maya. Yeah, and before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. What about that? A little lantern, a little statue. Certainly a quaint little garden. Oh. What is this huge bowl here for? Oh, I know this one. It's a water bowl, right? Isn't it? Everything else is completely frozen over there, but the ice in this bowl has been broken. That's true. I wonder if this is any impact on the case. Well, I doused my face earlier with the water in this. I was getting kind of sleepy. God, next time you're sleepy, you need only come to me. Got it? Well, this is odd. There's no snow on the ground here. And it's an almost perfect rectangle. It couldn't have happened naturally. Yes, it appears as though someone has carefully cleared away the snow. No doubt it was you. It wasn't it, Scruffy? Huh, no, it wasn't me, sir. It was already like that when my men and I got here to start the investigation. If it wasn't the police, then who did it? Oh, yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Just between the three of us, okay? What is it? It's top secret. Can't tell anyone. Got it? Understood. Well, when I was a kid, I got knocked out of the local wrestling contest, you see? I was so disappointed, I just picked up my mouth guard and cried all the way home. Man, I got in so much trouble when I left it on the couch. Is that it? That's it? Oh, whoever cleared the snow away must have had a reason. Although I can't even begin to imagine what that reason could be. There are a couple of torches. I guess you need all the light you can get up here in the mountains. Yeah, I was looking at those things, pal. It looks like they've been lit pretty recently. Recently? How recent are we talking about? As recent as the night of the murder. I was trained for it, and it's not unreasonable to think these things were above this. What are you? Maya. So these letters are written in blood. Yeah. What's worse is it's the victim's blood. Oh, this is Misty Fey's blood. We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but it's already looking at it now. Most interesting thing is Wright. I presume you know, don't you? Why Maya's name is written upside down. You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer. The result of my own special gumshoe investigation. Huh? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise wrote these letters herself in her own blood. You must be joking. That's impossible. From the writing in the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty likely that this garden was the scene of Miss Elise murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? Surprise! So this Diana was killed here. However you want to look at it, that's what people are saying. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard of the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that wasn't the scene of the crime, what did she see? What do you think? Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation will reveal the answer. But wait a second, the bloody writing and all the other clues here. Someone could have easily set all that up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Elise, right? Ever since the incident, this place has been completely inaccessible because the destination was completely burned out. I was overseeing repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men. Which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. This really was the scene of the crime. Then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini actually saw. Look at that. All I gotta say is that the killer is messed up in the head. But it turns out that CCC wasn't even the murder. So then, why was someone stabbing the victim then? That's the mystery we're here to solve. This was found close to Dusky Bridge, wasn't it? That's what that artist guy said, yeah. Right after the defendant flew over the burning bridge. According to his testimony, she dropped it and she left it on the other side. But this crystal didn't fall into Iris. The crystal had dropped out of this lady's staff. And there are traces of blood in it too. The real question is what was it doing at the foot of Dusky Bridge? She's not here, so probably a little more I have to do. else to present to him. She's a sweet old lady. She doesn't look like the lion type to me. But there was a problem with her test, wasn't there? Yeah, but I don't think it was her fault. She was just trying to say the right thing, and it came out wrong. That's all. I know what it's like. Happens to me all the time. For detective, you are completely lacking in powers of observation. She sure was a mysterious person. Her real name, it's all a complete mystery. Still, it strikes me as odd. Why would someone who wishes to remain anonymous become an author? You know what probably happened? I bet she didn't know her books were going to be such a success. That's what I think. I didn't know. I'm not so sure anymore. Clues we found today have turned this case all topsy-turvy. I can't see how Iris could have done it. Oh, how interesting stuff. Sadly, I don't share the same sentiment. Prepare yourself well for tomorrow, Phoenix Wright. Why does every prosecutor want to burn me at the stake so badly? He was Miss Elise Dunning's apprentice, or so I heard. Well, I suppose you could call him. The guy drew a portrait of me, you know? Well, lucky you, I suppose. Yeah, but I had to pay him 50 cents for it. That's pretty awful. You aren't really enthused about this guy either, huh? Well, he made a mockery of the court today, and I'm almost certain he did it on purpose, too. The situation hasn't changed. We still don't know anything about Maya's whereabouts. She's gotta be in a safe cabin. That's the only place left. I heard it's real cold in there. Gotta get around fast. It could be bad, pal. Is there anything you can do, detective? What are you talking about? We're already on it. You couldn't get a faster response from a computer. Mr. Godot put everything in place right away. That guy doesn't mess around. Godot? Yeah, the coffee drinking mystery man who didn't show in court. I gotta say, he's totally made me rethink my perception of himself. Apparently, the girl was trapped in here since the night of the murder. Did she say anything to you about Maya? She wouldn't tell me. She's not gonna tell me something if she wouldn't even speak to you, pal. She was real upset. She wouldn't stop crying. Phoenix Wright, look sharp and don't come for that poor young girl. I will. Trust me, I will. I haven't seen Mr. Edgeworth for about a year. Talk about a long time. Do you know why you moved overseas? I don't know. Probably to look cool. There's a lot of weight attached to doing research overseas, you know. Once I've done my stint in Paris, you'll have to call me Monsieur Gomes. People really don't get Edgeworth, do they? It's his own fault for not explaining anything about himself. Alright. So, can I show him this? Do you know anything about this school, detective? Well, I know it smells great. Yeah, this is just the kind of weather for some steaming mashed potatoes and gravy. I really love that stuff. I ate so much I have nothing else to say about this engineering game for everyone, so about gravy. Not really. Let's leave it at that, okay? Alright. But... that staff belongs to the victim. Yeah, and apart from the crystal missing in his heart, there's nothing wrong. Oh, I just remembered something important. This is just between us, okay? So that anything to do with the case, detective? Well, no, there's really... I'm not interested. Yes, sir. You wanted to be a wizard. What up, sketch? It was like a circus today in court. All thanks to this little sketch. At the risk of repeating myself, you really ought to choose your friends more carefully if you need okay, I know Larry's a bit out there, but he genuinely wants to help Iris. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't have produced this for no good reason. You're nothing more than a marshmallow on the inside, the both of you. says I can examine this again. The scroll shows a picture of Misty Fey, master of the Korean channeling technique. But why would anyone cover it in gravy? I can't make out what's drawn on the scroll at all. I'll never understand you Americans and your so-called artists. Artists? Yeah. As far as I can get. Probably something somewhere. I can go everywhere right now and there's nothing. Even she's missing. What's going on? There's probably something laying around somewhere. There usually is. Looks like it's about 20 yards to that cliff over there, but I can't see the inner temple from here. I really hope mine is okay. That's what that was. Oh, you didn't include that. Looking around. Oh, look at this. It changes. So now I can examine that. Okay, there's a charm or something poking out from this stuff. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it. Apparently, it belonged to the victim. This story, yeah, there's a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and on this chart match exactly. Sounds to me like this little trinket is going to get some very big answers. What's that? What do I do now? Okay, got something. Seems you have a visitor. Mr. Wright! Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Turnabout managed to mobilize the police by claiming a state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him. We've got to hurry and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you is locked in. Mr. Ashworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. See you later, right?
Hold it!
Wait, Edgeworth, I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my fate is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, right? It's also an investigation. That being the case, you can't allow members of the public to interview. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Please understand. But it's Maya! Mr. Wright! All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusty Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Excuse us. This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks for reminding me. Alright, okay, I gotta find her then. Sister Bikini looks like she's shrunk some since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My. Hello, you two. How are you doing? From the sound of that sigh, I guess she's still pretty down. Iris was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Was she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault that this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back. What have I done to her? Only what you like to do, sister. You bravely and truthfully testified about me this song. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that you testify I wasn't perfect. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that. Mr. Bullsuits doesn't seem to share your opinion, I see. Oh, yes. You did great, Sister Bikini. Absolutely spectacular. You two are the only ones that who said that to me. I can't shake the feeling I just became a shill to a shrew. Do you have a problem, Phoenix Wright? Sure, she was ready to testify so truthfully about that. But I know she's still hiding something. Guess it's time to break this sunbox of hers. Alright. Yeah, I guess I have to do this. Find out.
Take that!
Find out what you're hiding. Elise. Sister Bikini, truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. I'm convinced that Miss Elise had a special significance to this temple. As to why she had a special significance, I believe it has to do with her true identity. What on earth are you talking about? She was... Mystic Elise was an author. Just an author. Of picture books. To be honest, I had my suspicions almost immediately after I met her. Suspicions? Yes, but I didn't have any evidence to support my theory. But now I do. This piece of evidence proves Miss Diana's true identity.
Take that!
Miss Diana had this charm with her at all times. Where did you... This isn't some cheap good luck charm either. Then, what do you think it is, Mr. Wright? What could a talisman like that possibly mean? It's a talisman, is it? Interesting. Oops. This thing speaks volumes about who Miss Diana really was. This talisman and one other item unequal prove Miss Diana's true identity. Crystal spear or stem? So there's another item. I don't know if I have this. I'll try this here.
Take that! Take that!
Okay. Look at that. So I can still look at the other spirit one.
Take that!
Yes, okay, the painting is obscured by this gravy stain at the moment. But this scroll shows the master of the Korean channeling technique. The crest at the top is a sign of that honorable title. The very same crest that adorns the talisman the victim carried with her. This crest is reserved for the master of Korea. Who on earth told you that nonsense? I've got no idea what you're talking about. The new master told me. What? You mean that Aqua is Misty Fey's daughter? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. In fact, since her eldest daughter passed away, Maya is Misty Fey's sole successor. Misty. Oh. Okay. Elise, Mystic Elise graced us with her presence about a week ago. When she showed me the talisman with that mark, well, I nearly fainted. No one has seen her since she disappeared 17 years ago, after all. What is the significance of this talisman, sister? The Korean talisman is the symbol of the master of Korea. The bearer must carry it with them always until their death. So Elise was really Maya's mother. She was Misty Fey, the master of the Korean channeling technique. The truth comes out at last. Well, looks like we're making some headway here. Tell me, sister, after 17 years, why does she choose to show herself now? Because something happened that called her out of hiding. What happened? Well, what's happening? It can't be. The earthquake! Oh my goodness, the inner temple is kind of turbulent. The inner temple, the sacred cavern of the training hall, it might very well cave in. What? Maya! It seems to have passed. Well, we can't just stand here and do nothing. Let's go. Where? To the inner temple, of course. Where else? Sister Bikini, we'll finish this later, alright? Of course, you run along now. People may have been hurt. I must get some first aid kits right here. Come on then, Phoenix Wright. They won't bar you to entering as long as I'm with you. Thank you. Right at that moment, I had the worst feeling in my gut. We just had an earthquake. I wonder if he's alright. You look worried. Are you thinking about Miles' entry? Come on, let's go. Gotta hurry to the inner temple and... Right! What are you doing here? How could I have... How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yeah, hey, why am I the one getting hurt? She's gone. No! Infected Iris. She's gone. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness, his fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes. I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? It's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she could have only escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred caverns might have caved in because of the quake. Did you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth. sure that she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get some training while Sacred Cavern now. Alright, let's go. Fortunately, the Sacred Cavern had me, but what we found was something none of us could have ever How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris. Iris, please tell me. What the heck is going on? This is so weird. Wow. Bye.